Trustees to order. Please rise, and Trustee Heilenbach, will you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. The roll call of the board: Trustee DeCassola.
Here.
Trustee Carroll, I'm sorry, Trustee Navarro, that's what happens when you use it. Trustee Heilenbach.
Here.
Trustee Clark. Present. Supervisor Wilt is here, and Clerk Reyes has asked to be excused. He's away on business. So we have a quorum, and Trustee Navarro has offered to take the minutes tonight, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much. The first order is the approval of the minutes of the August 12th board meeting. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes for August 12th, 2025.
I'll second it.
I have a motion by Trustee DeCassola, seconded by Trustee Heilenbach, to approve the minutes of the Township Board meeting of August 12th, 2025. Are there any additions, corrections, comments to the minutes as presented?
I believe that on page 6, under FYI, the Township Symposium, isn't that the Northwest Township Symposium? It's by that other
Oh,
group.
yes, it's by
not-
the other organization, yes,
Yeah.
something central. All right, we will make note of that and correct that. That was on page 6,
Yeah,
and,
under FYI.
yes. Very good. Any other corrections? Is that MCI, something like that?
Yeah, it's
I think it's-
Northwest something, it's out of Arlington Heights.
Mid-Central, something, okay.
That's what,
All right. Any other corrections or additions? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed, nay. Motion is carried. All right. Communications, I don't believe there were any communications for this board. Did not bring in the folder, but I don't believe there was anything in there. Supervisor's report, here I go. The food pantry continues to be very busy, adding new people all the time. Farmers market vouchers are unpredictable in their utilization, but so far 53% of the people who have received them have already used at least some of them. We've issued 548 of them to date, and over 200 of them have been redeemed. General assistance and emergency assistance have kept me very busy, but 2 people have graduated from the program due to their increased income, and 1 was terminated for failure to report in. We had 3 emergency assistance cases that were approved and paid out, and 1 is pending approval based on what other assistance is potentially available because the need is greater than my limit. I have a few applications out for one or other kind of assistance, but they have not actually come in yet, and a lot of people do not follow through on that. On August 30th, I represented the township at the Health and Wellness Fair, coordinated by the CRC, the Community Resource Center, at the North Riverside Commons. And this past weekend, I set up a table at the community fair here in Town Hall, which was coordinated by the Riverside Library. The next few weeks, we'll have several more community outreach opportunities, including Autumn Fest in North Riverside this Friday, the Monarch Festival there as well this Saturday. The following week is our Shred event. I also met with the Riverside Village Finance Director about a couple of matters, including the fact that they had failed to bill us for the filming of these meetings for a couple of years. They are billing now for part of what they failed to bill for. They're not going all the way back. They also questioned the amount of water we're using for irrigating the lawn as part of their concern of conservation of water. Their report, they were clocking that 5 hours of water was being used every night, and it was 5 days a week, but there are 5 zones, and each one was sprinkling for an hour. They recommended we cut way back on that, so we'll see how that works. Actually, the program didn't work for a few years, and every night it had to be set for what was going on. Apparently, there was an update, and our custodian tells me he just this year was able to program it for an entire week. So it was running weekdays, but we will cut back on that. It should be fine at this time of year. Not sure that in the dead of winter, 10 minutes of sprinkling is going to do much, but they have recommended we do 10 minutes for each zone, so that'll only be 50 minutes. We will see. Anyway, in return for some of that back charge pay, I asked for consideration when we have building improvement projects in terms of permit fees. That has been brought to the attention of the village manager, and I look forward to word on that. That's up for further discussion. The newsletter is in the mail and has started reaching our residents. My apologies to the Mental Health Board, as it seems the artwork for their new logo is there, but the words were not as part of the logo. We will correct that in future publications. That's all I have to report, but if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them if I can. Okay, then we will move on to the assessors. We have our assessor-elect here.
Hi, I'm Mary Jo Miller. I'm currently the deputy assessor. So the news with the tax bills is they're still delayed. According to the property, there's a new item on the Cook County website. It's a property tracker. They have a punch list of where they are with the Tyler Technologies project. There was several deadlines that were supposed to be met on September 4th that have not been realized. So we do not have tax rates yet. They're still aiming for October 1st mailing out for a potential November 1st due date, but nothing is confirmed.
Wow.
So stay aware of that. The newsletter is out from the township. We actually today got several requests to be added to our email list about announcements via both email and phone calls to the office, so people are reading the newsletter.
Good to know.
And lastly, on September 30th, both myself and Assessor Fransikowitz will be attending the legal symposium as continuing education at the Northern Illinois Naperville campus.
Okay.
That's all.
Are there any questions for the assessor's office?
Just a quick question, it probably pertains to you more, but off of what was said, how, with the delay, we're still okay?
We are still okay. Fortunately, we've caught up on our reserves.
Okay.
I won't be borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, but we should be okay. But eventually, we will feel the impact. Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Mary Jo.
thank you very much.
All right, next, trustees. Trustee Clark.
Thank you, Supervisor. I want to say the exercise class is going well. We're down a little bit on attendance, and we're down a little bit on attendance on Wednesdays, which we need to kind of explore the reason why. It may be because there's another group that comes in beforehand and takes all the parking places. So we'll, see how that's going to go. There's a senior fraud event on Tuesday, October 21st at 10 a.m. in the auditorium. The Attorney General, a representative from the Attorney General's office will be here to talk about senior fraud. For those that are advanced planners, the TALK conference, and this is the TALK conference, will be on Thursday, June 18th. They have not announced a location, but I'm assuming it will probably be at the DoubleTree again. And then when I was at the mental health fair, I talked to the people from the American Suicide Association, and they said one of the number one group of people that is committing suicide now, or is on the rise, is grandparents. So I'm gonna set up a speaker from them to come in on a Friday, and after the senior exercise class, to talk to the seniors about that. And I was elected secretary of the TOI board. So that took effect in August, and I will be stepping down from being president of the trustees of TOI after the fall conference.
Very good, thank you. And I would note, yes, not only were you at the mental health board, but you were also, on Saturday, you were here for the community,
Yes,
community fair too. So
Both great
thank-
events.
Thank you for both of those. All right. Trustee Navarro, you have anything to report? I do not. Thank you. Trustee DeCassola?
Thank you, Supervisor, no report.
Thank you. And Trustee Heilenbach?
Hi, good afternoon, or good evening. Good afternoon. We had no mental health board meeting last month, but we did have the, as has been mentioned, the Health and Wellness Fair, which was put on by the Riverside Township Mental Health Board and the Community Resource Center. Sean Lewis from the Community Resource Center did a great job in organizing this. I was very pleased with the turnout. The amount of people that came out and said, this was really good, we did this. Sean's got some great ideas for next year. I believe we are going to keep it about the same time.
I understand they've booked it for like 2 weeks earlier.
No,
So that,
I can give you the
1 week,
on that.
so that it won't be Labor Day weekend.
Right.
Right.
It's
But
gonna be in
close to, yeah.
August, right. It won't be
It's-
Labor Day weekend.
It's August 29th,
Right,
Okay,
2026.
Yeah,
Which is
so-
the week before Labor Day.
okay,
Right.
good.
so, we're going to, stick with that. It seemed like everybody was very excited about it. I was very pleased. I want to thank Supervisor Wilt and Trustee Clark for coming out and, showing their support. It does make a difference. So, and that concludes my report.
Thank you very much. All right, moving on to new business. We have a request for a special event, which will include alcohol, so it needs this board's approval. It is for a 40th birthday party on Saturday, November 8th. And I don't think that this person has rented from us before. This would, of course, require insurance coverage as well as this board's approval. So, what is your pleasure?
Well, I have two questions on this event.
All right?
Can events end at midnight, or are they supposed to end at 11?
They have to be out of here, so they have to be out of here at midnight.
They have to
So,
be out by
yeah,
midnight?
Right.
Okay. And then my second question is the number of Riverside Township residents? And she put all of Riverside? On the fourth one down, number of Riverside Township residents?
Oh, I don't know, she
I
means
didn't
they're
get my
all local.
invitation. Yeah.
I think she means they are all local,
It
but,
says number of anticipated participants would be 85.
right, so only
but-
85 of the
But
representatives.
after that, it says number of Riverside Township
Yes,
residents. Is
we
the-
can get clarification on that, but at least
I
the,
don't think that's necessary, to be honest.
as long as the renter is a local, yes. Are there any other questions about this?
Therefore, I'll make a motion to approve this request.
I have a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion by trustee Clark, seconded by trustee DeCassola, to approve the special use of the auditorium for Saturday, November 8th, and with the proviso, of course, that they provide the necessary insurance. Any discussion? Hearing none, then I will take a roll call vote on this. And trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Heilenbach?
Yes.
Trustee Navarro? Yes. Trustee DeCassola?
Yes.
And Supervisor Wilt, yes. So that motion is carried unanimously. Thank you very much. And then the next item is the Olmsted Society, and they are requesting January 16th, which is a Friday. They want the auditorium and room 22. They do expect to serve alcohol or have alcohol present. Therefore, they need our approval, and of course, insurance would also be required. You can see they're also looking, they usually have some programming, so they're looking for the projector and so forth.
And we have all that for them, right?
We have all that, yeah. It's all equipment that we have. What is your pleasure?
I'll make a motion that we approve the Olmsted Society of Riverside's request for January 16th, 2026, with the proper insurance.
Okay, I have a motion by trustee DeCassola. Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by trustee Heilenbach. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, then I will call the roll on this motion by trustee DeCassola, seconded by trustee Heilenbach. Trustee Navarro?
Yes.
Trustee DeCassola?
Yes.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Heilenbach?
Yes.
And Supervisor Wilt votes yes. Thank you. All righty, next item. I don't have anything particularly written, but it came to our attention rather suddenly on about a week or 10 days ago that the St. Barbara's Nurses Closet shuttered. They just closed. They are apparently, the cost of running that as well as their food pantry was too much, so they're abandoning the location that they had on 47th. I learned some of this today. They're still going to have the food pantry, but they're going to do that at their church center, at the St. Barbara's Community Center, but they've decided not to do the nurses' closet. We found out because somebody came here to return stuff that they had borrowed there, because there was a sign on the door that said that they're closed permanently. So, and when we called the number, indeed, there was a message that said that, you know, that will not be continuing, and it gave an email to check out, which referred to a list of nurses' closet types of lending closets. Unfortunately, there is nothing other than us close by. They're all quite far away. None of the other townships immediately around us have it. So my proposal would be to not really go too far beyond, but this doesn't cost us anything. All of the items we have been donated, or they've been taken from other townships that had an overabundance. And so the only thing that this costs us is the administration by the staff. They're here anyway. So I would propose that we expand just the nurses' closet coverage to include all of Riverside, all of Brookfield, and all of North Riverside. Not sure what to do about Lyons. We have such a small sliver of Lyons. I don't think I want to try to expand because Lyons is pretty big. But I would at least expand to these communities. I can't remember when we last had anybody come from Lyons for something
I think
anyway.
that's a great idea.
I think it's a great outreach.
Do you need a motion on this, or do you just?
I would, since it's a change of our policy, I would ask for a motion on this. So this would be basically to expand the coverage of the nurse's closet to include all of North Riverside, all of Brookfield, and all of Riverside.
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion by trustee Clark, seconded by trustee DeCassola, to expand the coverage of the Riverside Township Nurses Closet to include all of North Riverside, all of Brookfield, and all of Riverside. And I will, since it's a change in policy, I will call a roll call on this. Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Heilenbach?
Yes.
Trustee DeCassola?
Yes.
Trustee Navarro?
Yes.
Supervisor Wilt votes yes. So thank you very much. Motion is carried, and we will do that expansion.
May I have a question?
Yes, sir.
Go.
No, you go first.
Will we be alerting the staffs of said communities?
Yes.
To refer?
Yes, I'm going to do that. That way they can put that into their newsletters, and by the
Okay.
time we have our next newsletter, we can do that as well.
And maybe St. Barb's Food Pantry will put something out for,
Yes, I will contact them as well.
okay, good.
Very good.
Okay.
Is there additional space needed?
We don't really need, I mean, it's all over the basement. There's a lot of stuff there. I have not heard that they want to give us all their items. We would still have some room. We would probably have to be judicious about what we accept, take a good look, because sometimes the things are pretty old that we get, but we already weed out the things. But the durable goods, we don't take anything that's soft goods, nothing that's fabric-based, anything like that, because we just don't have the power to disinfect it properly and so forth. So, things like boots, things that are too personal, we don't take. But all the durable items otherwise, we do. And if we need more space, we'll have to figure that out, and then we can always limit it somehow if need be. But right now, I think that we can manage.
Is there a place that we donate the, if we
Things
have
that we can't
17
use?
of one thing?
So I once took a whole bunch of things to a location in Chicago that forwarded things to the international market.
Okay.
When I showed up, I had called and everything was set up, and the people just went, oh my gosh, more stuff, when I showed up with a carload of things. But I do understand, and somebody was just telling me about another international organization that is taking those kinds of things for third world countries or whatever. So if we get too many of certain things, I mean, I've often joked that we could probably facilitate the July 3rd concert just with our commodes. We could have extra seating out there, but
Well, I'd love to help if you ever need help with
Thank you.
that. That's
Yeah.
such a nice service to residents, and
yes, thank
I
you.
think everyone knows to donate there, and you
Right.
just have a lot of stuff, which
Yes.
is great.
Yes.
Supervisor, did you accept the item the person was trying to return from the,
We did.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, they had nowhere else to take it, and they didn't need it anymore, so we did accept that. So, and so we might have other things that way. I have no idea what they're doing, but I will reach out to them and let them know that they can now post that residents of these communities can come here if necessary. Okay. Thank you. Moving on to item C, and that would be the approval. We've discussed these before. I think I've given you these estimates before. But I would like to go forward with these two things. We have the clock scheduled for later this month. I believe it's middle of next week that they're going to be coming out. They've scheduled 2 days to work on the clock. And I don't have a date yet for Jay Anderson to do the service window. When we do this, and this would just be, we already utilize the services of Fulmer Locksmiths. What we would probably do is, for that door, then we will get a coded keypad, just like we have in other places in the building. Okay, so I would invite a motion to approve the clock, the town hall clock repair from the Time Center.
I make a motion to approve the time clock getting repaired at town hall.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion by trustee Heilenbach, seconded by trustee DeCassola to approve the expenditure of the time center to repair our tower clock, and then I will work with the family that wants to help with the costs of that, although there will still be some cosmetic things going forward. So I have that motion by trustee Heilenbach, seconded by trustee DeCassola, and we'll do a roll call to do this vote. So trustee Navarro,
Yes.
trustee DeCassola,
Yes.
trustee Heilenbach,
Yes,
trustee Clark,
Yes.
supervisor Wilt votes yes. Motion is carried. Thank you. And then we have the estimate from J. Anderson Construction for the service window. And that was updated because I had one from about a year ago, and I know that the costs of a lot of these items have gone up. So this is the updated estimate, and we do not have a date yet. So what is your pleasure?
once this is locked in,
Yes,
this is going to be the final cost, right?
yes,
If, you
yes.
know-
No, they're very good about that.
Yeah, I know.
The only thing that would vary would be permitting fees, and as I said, I'm trying to work with the village to see if we can get that taken care of.
I make a motion that we approve the cost for $16,590 for the front of our township office.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. I have a motion by trustee Heilenbach, seconded by trustee Clark, to approve going forward with the estimate from J. Anderson Construction for $16,590 to install a service window for the township offices. Any discussion? Hearing none, then I will call the roll. Trustee Clark,
Yes.
trustee Heilenbach,
Yes,
trustee Navarro,
Yes.
trustee DeCassola,
Yes.
supervisor Wilt, yes. Motion is carried. Thank you. Moving on, these are just items to remind you, and in some cases, to let me know if you're participating. The North Riverside Autumn Fest and Chili Cook-Off is this Friday, September 12th, and that runs from 6:30 till 9 p.m. We have a very capable volunteer to cook that chili, and
capable. Boy, that's funny.
it's always very popular. We'll get those votes one of these days again. So I remind you, and let us know if you can be there to join us to help serve that. But there's only so many of us that can put out those little cups. Will you be there? Okay. All right, thank you. So the other item, Saturday, following that, also in the Commons Park, there is the North Riverside Monarch Festival, and that is co-sponsored by several government entities. And I have committed us to a table there. There's no cost. Again, getting in front of the people, and trustee Clark has offered to be there that day. I will try to be there part of it, but I have some major commitments that day. So if any of you can be there with her, will
I
you be?
might be able to join you too.
Great, thank you, thank you. And I will bring the materials on Friday so that you can have them to set up on Saturday in case I
great,
can't be
okay.
there. Okay.
That's what.
Great. Next item is the Lions Club Person of the Year dinner. I do need to know tonight if any of you want us to purchase tickets for you to join us on that evening, because the sales are due by tomorrow. Trustee Clark has them available, so we can get a check to her by tomorrow if you want to go. I will be going, I
you're
will
gonna go,
also.
great.
Yes. Anyone else? Yes. Anyone? Okay.
Not me, no.
So the three of us?
David's going?
He is going.
Okay. Very good. So 1, 2, 3, 4 tickets. at $70 per person. So the township will purchase those, if I can have a motion to that effect, and action tonight.
I make a motion that the township purchases 4 tickets to the Riverside Day Dinner honoring Aberdeen Marsh Ozinga.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion by trustee Clark, seconded by trustee DeCassola, to purchase 4 tickets for the dinner on Wednesday, September 17th, Riverside Day Dinner honoring Aberdeen Marsh Osga. And any discussion? Then I will call the roll. Trustee Navarro?
Yes.
Trustee DeCassola?
Yes.
Trustee Heilenbach?
Yes.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Supervisor Wilt, yes. Thank you. Okay, Shredathon, reminder, that is on Saturday, September 20th, and in our usual place. And so, again, let me know if we can count on you. I know some of you are going to be unavailable. I will be there to start it. I will ask the rest who are there to close up, because I think I'm probably going to have to leave early. I have
Not a
another
problem.
obligation. Okay.
I'll be there. But
All
you'll
right.
leave us the checkbook.
Yes, I can pay before I leave, for sure. you know. Otherwise, he knows where we are, you know, so,
Okay.
yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. Very good. So that's a reminder to the community as well, 9 to noon on Saturday, September 20th. And the identity theft presentation for seniors will be on October 21st. I just got a draft of a flyer from the Attorney General's office today. I think we're going to want to modify it slightly. I would like to get some local law enforcement involved as well, so that our people feel more comfortable knowing the local faces. And then the other item is the educational conference in Springfield, November 10th through the 12th, that you are all encouraged to participate in. Let us know if you need us to register for you, or if you want to register yourself. The information is in the Perspective magazine. You can register yourself and then submit for reimbursement. So I encourage that, especially for people who have not been before. There's a lot of very good information shared there, and you get to know some of your counterparts. And so we are moving on to the approval of warrants.
Trustee Heilenbach moves that the board authorize and ratify payment of the bills identified in the general warrant for September of 2025 in the amount of $25,948.09 as presented to the board this 9th day of September 2025.
Thank you. I have a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion by trustee Heilenbach, seconded by trustee DeCassola, to approve the general warrants for September 2025 in the total amount of $25,948.09. Any discussion? Hearing none, I will call the roll. Trustee Navarro?
Yes.
Trustee DeCassola?
Yes.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Heilenbach?
Yes.
Supervisor Wilt, yes. Thank you. Next.
Motion by trustee Heilenbach that the board ratify and authorize payment in the amounts indicated on the following warrants. The utility warrant for September of 2025 in the amount of $1,219.63. The payroll warrant in the amount for September of 2025 in the amount of $20,568.34. The health warrant for September of 2025 in the amount of $3,311.04. The community partnerships for September of 2025 in the amount of $18,810. Petty cash for September of 2025 in the amount of $109.82. The general assistance warrant for September of 2025 in the amount of $8,783.99. and the food pantry warrant for September of 2025 in the amount of $1,826.66. All of the above presented to the board this 9th day of September, 2025.
Thank you. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion by trustee Heilenbach, seconded by trustee Clark, to approve the following warrants all for September 2025. The utility warrant in the amount of $1,219.63. Payroll warrant in the amount of $20,568.34. Health warrant in the amount of $3,311.04. Community partnership warrant in the amount of $18,810 even. A petty cash warrant in the amount of $109.82. The general assistance warrant in the amount of $8,783.99. And the food pantry warrant in the amount of $1,826.66. There any discussion or questions? Hearing none, then I will call the roll. Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Heilenbach?
Yes.
Trustee DeCassola?
Yes.
Trustee Navarro? Supervisor Wilt, yes. Thank you. That covers the warrants. Are there any public comments?
I just have one announcement. As most of you probably know, that starting Sunday from Ogden Avenue to Forest Avenue on First Avenue is going to be closed. Needless to say, that's going to be a traffic nightmare. So I encourage you, if you've got someplace to go, make sure you've got extra time, and also for the residents, because it is going to be, the Burlington's going to be working on the trestle, the Burlington Northern, and they gave nobody any time, so.
Thank you. Are there
What
any?
day was that again? I'm sorry.
It starts Sunday,
Sunday, they're
Start
closing
Sunday
for a whole week.
for the whole week.
For a week. Okay. Thank you.
What streets are gonna be?
First Avenue from Forest by the high school all the way down to Ogden Avenue. 31st Street. Is it from 30? No, I thought it was going to be open to the school, no?
Yeah, that's what I was told.
Maybe
Forest
through
Avenue.
Forest?
Unless maybe it's only Forest that'll
Only
be
through
open to
Forest.
cross it?
I can look it up.
I know there was an alert that was sent out.
Yes,
That's what I can,
double check, yes, please check
I've got
what
the alert.
is there. I had
I
an
thought it was
inspiration.
to Forest also, but
It may be also Forest to First.
yeah, they did say the school was gonna be,
Yeah, I mean, there will be access to the school, but maybe only from Forest? Let's double check that. Don't want to misinform.
Hang on here. Sent. Yeah, First Avenue closure notice. It'll be closed from, this closure from, First Avenue will be closed to traffic Monday, September, at 5 a.m., Monday through September 22nd. The closure might also increase traffic on Forest, Riverside and Washington and Prairie, Maple Avenues and Brookfield. I believe it is from Forest to, because they're saying.
Because it's for the viaduct, as I
Yeah, it's for the,
understand.
yeah, it's for the trestle there, or the viaduct, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it would make sense to be closed at 31st instead of
It
funneling all
would
the
make sense to
traffic all the
close
way
it at
through the
31st,
neighborhoods.
but it was from Forest to Ogden Avenue.
Well, I encourage everyone to take a look it up, because I'm sure that there's going to be markings this week already. Yeah.
Supervisor,
Yes.
I also have two comments. One thing that we started talking about at our TOI board meeting was an AI policy. And so I'm hoping that we just kind of got into the beginnings of that, but they demonstrated how you could take the trustees manual and make it into like a PowerPoint presentation or another type of folder in like 10 minutes. So,
That's the good stuff.
Yeah.
The things I'm afraid of are the negatives and the false,
Well,
Right,
it's so brand new. I mean,
the false
I'm
representations.
sure that this policy that's going to be created for TOI is going to evolve over
Right.
time. So,
yeah, you know, as policies evolve, as things change, but that is something that we need to put on our radar, is, you know, AI and the effects of it, and, you know, having a policy. And the other thing at TOI is, next year is the country's 250th birthday, and they want us all to adopt a resolution supporting that, which I can bring a copy of.
It's actually in the Perspective
Oh, it is
magazine
in
as
the
well,
Perspective
so.
magazine.
But I just got it, so I didn't
Yeah.
put it on the
So,
agenda.
Yeah, I mean, we have time to do that, but that is something they would like all townships to do. And then there are ways to volunteer, let's see, I think it's America 250 is the name of the website, that Illinois is encouraging us, if we have any activities or something that relate to that, to let them know about that.
Okay.
And if we want to volunteer for anything, that's all on their website.
On those AI policies, has the law firm dealt with any of that yet?
Among my colleagues, just recently, someone put out feelers. Does anyone have an AI policy? You know,
Okay.
I don't recall that it was specific to townships, but
Right.
there hasn't been a lot
Everybody's-
of
right.
chatter about that yet, but just recently, someone put out feelers for, has anyone done this yet? So I can look into what's been put together so far and share that with you, among whatever the township officials might put out.
We
as
need to
well.
sit down and look at a
they're
number.
just starting it too.
I'm
Right.
sure they're going to be very simple, you know, there'll be a model type of thing that you can work off of.
Sure.
Those organizations put that kind of thing out regularly, but I would agree that it's probably in flux, and,
Okay, yes, very much.
but it's
And it will be, but we'll have to start building some skeletons for it, so. that-
just within the last week or two is the first time I've kind of heard around the office, people starting to look for that. Has
Okay.
anyone done one?
I'm sure you could put in AI, give us a township.
Well, there you go. right.
And you would get one.
Let's cut to the chase. Yeah.
Well, when I went to AI to look up townships, they had all the information wrong.
What-
But,
As I understand it, it can summarize medical records for you in a matter of minutes, you know, hundreds of pages.
And the trouble with doing a search like that is, it's just like we said when computers first started being part of our lives. Garbage in is garbage out, you know? So if there's too much misinformation out there, it will pick up on that. So you have to be very cautious. And I think that's why the policies have to be cautious. You have to review things very carefully for validity before you put things out that are generated that way.
yeah,
Yeah.
Plenty of attorneys are being sanctioned for
Yep.
fake citations. AI is writing a brief for them that they're filing without checking if they're.
I'm sure at the law school you're encountering some of that as well.
Every day, every day.
well, TOI did a webinar on AI, and it was really interesting, but what I learned from that, and maybe other people knew this, is that when you put your search in, that the first thing that comes up is something, and if it has a little blue like triangle next to it, it's AI generated.
No.
I'm sure there's ways to get around all that.
One other point, just in case anybody's curious, the audit, I heard from the auditor on Friday. He had sent me, there's always some narrative language that he wants me to review for accuracy and if anything has changed. So I did that, and he said that it was going to their QC, which I
Yeah,
presume is
quality
quality
review.
control, beginning of this week, so or that day, I think it was going to QC, so we should have a draft of it early, or sometime this week, And at our next meeting, I will hope to have him present if you have any questions. But once it's done, I mean, it'll just be kind of a rubber stamp, because it has to be done by the end of this month according to law, so. It will be done, and then they file it with the state comptroller's office, and we file it with the county once we have that. And the accountants are also working on the abbreviated report, which is the treasurer's report, which I must publish by the end of this month as well. So lots of things going on in reporting.
And wait, can I just make a comment on that?
Sure.
We had a whole presentation on audit reports at our last TOI meeting. And they are gonna probably be changing some policies on the audit because there are not enough CPAs.
Oh,
You know, CPAs are down a lot, and the oldest ones are 90.
yeah,
And a lot of people aren't
Nice.
signing up to take the CPA
yeah.
courses. So there may be some changes in the near future about audits.
Well, and honestly, we are probably at one of the smaller amounts. We might even be able to get away without an annual audit at our size, but I would rather not risk that, you know?
Yeah,
It's a-
yeah,
yeah,
It's
that's
a,
what-
it's a custom, and it's an expense that I think is well worth it with, you know,
And
in
it's
this day and age.
Yeah.
Budgeted for and allocated. every
Right.
year.
Well, they said the
Comfortable with that.
Dixon,
Oh, yeah, well, that always comes up, the Dixon, yeah.
right, that the auditors didn't catch the fraudulent bills that
That-
Dixon from IDOT.
That's ridiculous that they didn't catch them.
Yeah.
They should be disbarred, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, anything else that, just to bring up for future discussion?
Hey, you got anything?
No? All right, then, I will entertain a motion to adjourn then.
Go ahead, Matt.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Thank
I'll
you.
second it.
Motion by trustee DeCassola, seconded by trustee Clark, to adjourn this meeting. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, nay. Motion is carried.
All right. Good